Greensaw is a design and build company that uses architectural salvage and recycled materials to build something new out of something old.
And we use as much as possible recycled, reclaimed material, and then combine that with cutting-edge green technologies in an effort to come up with the most efficient and conscientious remodel possible.
Philadelphia is an amazing city with so much history, and buildings are constantly getting torn down, and the leftover garbage, so to speak, from those buildings are just getting dumped or burned, or who knows what's really happening to it. And Greensaw is trying to take that and build new things with it.
Our motto is reclaiming green. It's overused, and it's one of those words it's been kind of just deadened over the years. And what we're trying to do is reinvent or reclaim it through the use of recycled and reclaimed material. If you go to a green build, everybody's focused on using quote-unquote green materials, but they're still new. And usually they're used when an entire structure is ripped down and then, let's say, a LEED platinum building is put up, but the entire history before that building is put up is lost. So what we try and do is not focus on additions or new builds, but take what's there, avoid demolition. It's kind of like a curse word in the shop. Instead, focus on deconstruction, take materials out, set everything aside that we can set aside for reuse, and then incorporate reclaimed, recycled materials into the final renovation. And then combine that with when we need a new green material. We feel that that's the most potent mix of, and the ideal definition of green. We try to stick by it.
We try to keep as much stuff out of the landfill as possible. We try to recycle stuff in shop, choose our materials well, design well, and build it well so that in the end, all this stuff ultimately stays where we put it and isn't running the risk of later on returning to the landfill.
We use salvage, which is the basis of our company, in order to basically better manage waste management, to cut down on transportation time and gas, trucking, and everything else that goes with buying new material, because we get local salvage. We look at the work we do as something that we want to be good enough for the next buyer, or good enough for the people that bought it from us to raise a family and not want another kitchen. We believe that that's part of green. Building well, designing well, making a thing that functions well, that people want to have around. And I think that is, was maybe 10 years ago called just good design, and it does work in a green context. You can't just put up a junk house that doesn't use any toxins and call it green, because it'll get torn down. And that's just a big waste of energy.
You can feel that there's a lot more spirit and love and blood, sweat, and tears involved in the homes, and the pieces that they make have so much more character, and you feel that there's a life there in everywhere you look. There's a story to everything, and I think that regular construction is, and even the green construction that's out there, which I support, but I think it's lifeless and it's empty, and it just feels kind of like it's cool, and it might look modern and chic, but there's no good story to tell.
And if anybody's out there is taking down a house or even a wall, set aside material that could be reused, and also, especially for older buildings, just the importance of respecting the people that came before us. I mean, our greatest teachers in all of this, it's been the old timers who are long dead, but by taking apart material and seeing how they did it before that, there's an immense amount to be learned, and incredible renovations that can take place using their techniques and their materials.